Hello everyone, it is Thursday, I think is when this video will be going up, and I posted 2 draft videos a week, one on Monday and one on Thursday. Right now we're doing some Iconic Masters, taking a bit of a break from Ixalan, and in the comments, if you want to let me know whether you'd like to see more of Iconic Masters while it's around, I can do that instead of going back to Ixalan for a while, because it's available on Magic Online, I think, until like the end of the first week of December or something. So you can definitely get in. I think, what will that be, one more week of these, if that's what people want to see. So voice your opinion in the comments. I'll see you guys when this draft fires. Okay, well, this is a pretty strong pack. Austere Command is pretty great, just because you can set it up as a one-sided Wrath a lot of the time. Sometimes you can just nuke the whole board with it too, if that's what you need to do. If we took it, we're sort of saying, well, we're probably going to play a control deck. And there's not really anything else in this pack that's great. Claustrophobia is a good removal spell. Chronicler of Heroes is a nice payoff for the green-white deck. Gutter Snipe's a nice payoff for spell-heavy decks. But other than that, the cards in this pack are all, they're fine. You'll play them like Phantom Tiger, Phyrexian Rager. But I think Austere Command's just going to have a much higher ceiling than they do. So I think that's what we take. Fireball. Too bad we didn't first pick Channel. So we might play this. Fireball is really good. It maybe should be what I take here. These dual lands, the Karoo lands from Ravnica block, are very good. And I don't know if people are still underrating them as much as, like, if you guys watched my first draft where I picked up like 4 or 5 of them, no problem. But I'm encouraging you not to underrate them. I think we'd probably just take Fireball. It doesn't go super great with, like, the red-white deck is an aggro deck, basically. So we may not play both Fireball and Austere Command, but I think it's what we want to take. Okay, we can follow that up with a Draconic Roar, which is pretty good. I do like Illusory Ambusher a decent amount. I did have a bad experience with it in the first draft I recorded for this format, just because there was never a situation where my opponent was attacking me and I could flash it in at those times. A lot of the times I won the game anyway. I won the game because my opponent couldn't attack me anyway, but it was kind of frustrating. But I could think about it, but because I already have a Fireball, I think I'm going to go with Draconic Roar here. Maybe we can be the Dragon deck. I wouldn't hate that. Probably not playing Austere Command if that's what we end up doing. Okay. Crowned Ceratok is a perfectly reasonable card. May just take another Draconic Roar, though. Fogbank is fine, especially if you're trying to build a Defender deck, which I do want to do at some point, but I think I just got to take another Roar here. We have some incentive to want to play Dragons already, so that's worth thinking about. I haven't made that deck yet either. So, best card in this pack. Well, Skywise Teachings, we've already got all spells. Skywise Teachings can be a pretty great engine in this format. This format doesn't seem super fast most of the time. Phyrexian Rager's fine. But this is like a big payoff for the spells deck, so maybe we should take it and see if it's open. We've already got things in place that we want to have in place for Skywise Teachings to be good. The Rager, I think, is the next best card in this pack, but I think the Skywise Teachings has a better chance of being good with what we're trying to build here. There's a Kiln Fiend. Should we just get in on the spells plan and take Kiln Fiend? The question is it better than Elusive Spellfist? And I'm not sure it is. Kiln Fiend, if you can find a way to make it unblockable, which is possible in this format, can be insane, but the Spellfist is just like a consistent source of 2 damage every turn that your opponent just can't stop. So I think I'm going to take it. Hammer Hand isn't exactly what this deck wants. Ceratok is still here. This is a different one. I'm interested to see if the other one wheels too, although I don't think at this point I want to try to jump into a +1/+1 counter deck. Yeah, I think we take Phantom Monster. It's just a dude. It's our first or second creature, yeah. So probably not playing that. If we see dragons, they are going to be moderately better. But I don't really like any of the common ones in a deck that's not like a dragon deck. There's uncommon ones that are good no matter what. And rare ones too, obviously, like, you know, Kaiga, the Tide Star and such. Illusory Angel. We can probably make that work. So yeah, both Ceratoks did make it around. They did do that. Huh. That is interesting. I think I'm going to take Illusory Angel, though. If we have enough 2-drops, and maybe even a few 1-drops, she's definitely worth it. It's just so big for the amount of mana you spend. Okay. Well, I don't really want Jace's Phantasm. We're not going to be milling people, as far as I can tell in this deck. I think we take this Phyrexian Rager. Yeah, that's what we'll take. Nice little control card, you know. He can trade with an X2, and he also draws you a card. We haven't seen a ton of red after, like, the first 3 cards we picked were red, but they're pretty good red cards. Austere Command still could be in the picture. We could end up blue-white still. That's entirely possible. Yeah, we definitely could, because we don't really want Hammerhand. There's a Bladewings Thrall if we ended up being a dragon deck, but that would mean we lose all our blue stuff, which I guess isn't the end of the world, honestly. This pack's not offering us much, so yeah, let's just take it. Let's just take that. Okay, Borderland Marauder is a nice little aggressive creature. Student of Ojutai can be fine, but I think I'm going to take the Marauder. And we're going to keep our mind open to the idea of building a dragon deck, basically. God, this thing is... People are not in the +1/+1 counter deck, but unfortunately for us, we're not really in any of the colors to take advantage of it. I'm still going to take the Ceratok, but I doubt we play it because we're not green. But if we see some more crazy +1/+1 counter things going on, we could think about it, certainly. Coordinated Assault is a nice trick. So we're either black-red dragons or blue-red spells, basically. We'll just have to see what happens, which means Austere Command's probably not going to get played, unfortunately, for it. So if we give up blue, I mean, we're definitely giving up some fun cards, but, like, not anything that good, honestly. Like, Skywise Teachings needs us to have a lot of spells. Same for the Spell Fist, although it's less required for the Spell Fist. Illusory Angel could be good in, like, an aggro deck because you can play things early and stuff. Okay, so I'm really tempted to take Bladewings Thrall and just start going dragon crazy here because it's an amazing dragon payoff. It just doesn't stay dead if you have enough dragons. The red cards here aren't great. The best card in this pack, like in a vacuum, is probably just Blinding Mage. Undercity Troll is really good, and so is Frostlinks, but I think I like the Mage even more. But we're gonna try to go dragons, y'all. Let's just do it. Yeah, that's right. I just said y'all. We don't currently have any dragons, but you know we've got 2 Draconic Roars and 2 Thralls, which say play some dragons, man, and that's what we're gonna try to do. It's not a deck I've gotten to play with yet, and one of the most fun things about these formats is the fact that all of the archetypes are usually a lot of fun, basically. So, you know, that's trying to force them isn't as bad in some ways anyway as it can be in other formats. Okay. So I could think about taking like Evolving Wild, splashing Illusory Angel in like a blue black or blue white aggro deck, red black I mean, or blue black or blue red aggro deck isn't a bad idea. The Wilds is good. Demon Aqueduct also pretty good. Might even just be better than the Wilds. Our other options are, I mean, Mnemonic Wall if we're going to be a spells deck. Dragonlord Servant is nice, but it isn't going to do anything unless we get some dragons. So I'm less inclined to be like, let's take it. So I think we're just going to take this dual land. Could let us splash like Illusory Angel or something. Yep. Here's a dragon. What else we have though? Overgrown Battlement's good. I think we're just going to take the dragon, though. We're at the point where they're very highly valued for a deck. Pillar of Flame, also worth looking at, but we're going to take the dragon. We will take the dragon. Here's a Dragonloft Idol. So the dangerous thing that could happen is we have like all the dragon payoffs and not enough dragons. So we could just take like a decent 2-drop instead. More than decent, really. It's like a nice aggressive 2-drop. Throw-kill Assassin's not bad either. Borderland Marauder or Dragonloft's Idol. Okay, this isn't like the most amazing dragon payoff ever. I think I am going to go with the Marauder here. Well, there's Roshin Meanderer, which is good, especially since we already have Fireball. It's also just a 4-mana 4/3. This can become a dragon. And it fixes. So it's either Roshin Meanderer or Kolagon Monument. I'm kind of leaning towards the Monument. Because of the fixing in addition to other things, but Roshin Meanderer is probably just better. I mean, it's a 4-mana 4/4. That will make Fireball better. Yeah, we'll take it. Not a dragon, but I will take it. So would I really want to splash Illusory Angel? That's the question. The answer might just be no, because she's so bad if you can't play her. You have to sort of figure out what turn you can have, when you can play 2 spells in one turn, and so if you're only splashing her, you're not always going to have the mana for her, and that's going to be pretty bad. This is a cool card. I don't think we want it, but it is a cool card. I think we just take another Furnace Whelp here. Just keep pushing the dragons. So we only have 2 so far, but we still have we have a pack and a half left. So we'll get some more. Furnace Whelp, honestly, isn't anything special, but when it can bring back dead Blade Wings Thralls or give them flying, well, it does both, and make Draconic Roar do 3 damage to the opponent as well, I think it's probably worth it. I'm kind of hoping I don't play this guy. Definitely true, we haven't seen a ton of black either, so it's possible we end up back in blue-red, which isn't the worst, but I'm going to try to make dragons work here, just because it seems like it's a lot of fun if you can do it. So there's another Furnace Whelp. Not much else for us in this pack, honestly. Balagad Scorpion's not terrible. Golgari Rot Farm, also not bad. But I think we just take another mediocre dragon here. We'd definitely like to end up with some better ones. But they're going to be making other cards in our deck so much more powerful that the fact that these are relatively weak isn't the end of the world. Dragon Egg. There's also a Heat Ray, though. In terms of removal, we've got the 2 Roars, and that's it. Heat Ray is pretty solid. Gets even better when you have Roshin Meanderer in your deck. Yeah, I think we can take the Heat Ray here. Heat Ray would also be good in any... So the two versions of the deck we have is probably one where we only play like one Furnace Whelp and switch out for the blue stuff, basically. Here I think we're just going to take a blue card because Battle Rattle Shaman doesn't seem like what I want. Frostlinks is a lot better. Okay, Dragon Lord Servant. There's also a Phantom Monster, but let's take the Servant. Pillar of Flame came back. I'll take it. Also good no matter what deck we end up in. Okay, we're going to take this Dragonloft Idol now. We have a ton of fours, so there's definitely some trimming that's going to have to happen. So if our deck ends up being an aggressive one, which it could be if it's blue or red, I think Hammerhand's probably going to be pretty good. Mannequin, sure. If we end up with some big dragons to ramp into, I'm not going to hate that. I hope we end up with some big dragons to ramp into. But as I said, we can definitely jump ship just by cutting like these. We'll leave one Whelp in because we probably just need the playable card. And I guess we'd also want to be cutting Dragon Lord Servant too, but so we'll just have to see. Okay. Well, Cryptic Command's great, but is that enough to just push me into the blue deck? I think it might be. Yeah, it is. I'm not completely pushed into it, but I can definitely see myself ending up in that deck now. So there's Dragonloft Idol, nothing special though. Tormenting Voice, also nothing special. Tavern Swindler's fine, but again, nothing special. I think we want either the Kiln Fiend or the Thief. And with the build we're looking at, I think the Thief is going to be better in our deck than the Kiln Fiend. Yeah, I think this means the end of trying to play dragons here. Which puts us like this. Thoughtseize. Which is not a bad spell deck. We could think about running another Whelp just because of Draconic Roar. I may just be about to pick up another Draconic Roar. Star Compass, but we're not really trying to ramp anymore, honestly. It does sort of make it easier for us to get triple blue, but oh yeah, you're probably not going to make the cut. I may run 2 Whelps, especially if I have 3 Draconic Roars, which it looks like I'm going to. So, you know, even though we waffled there a little bit, most of the cards we took can make it into any deck, and that's why our deck still exists. So we can take another Heat Ray, but I think we want a Spell Fist. Yeah, we'll take the Spell Fist. Dragon Egg. Foil Thoughtseize. You wouldn't see that in a Phantom draft. We could end up splashing something black, but there's no real... We don't have anything in black that it's like worth splashing, I don't think. So Doorkeeper, I don't think we want you. Do we want a Dragon Egg? Or a Phantom Monster? Probably Phantom Monster. Okay, there's is that Boiler Works. I'm not giving up a ton in this pack. I mean, these aren't things we want anymore. We don't even really want an Evolving Wilds. But I do think we want a Boiler Works. Yeah, we could have had every Furnace Whelp ever. So, do we want another Borderland Marauder? Or another Heat Ray? I feel like we want the Marauder. I feel like our deck actually... Oh yeah, we have Hammerhand. I think our deck has actually turned into an aggro deck, which is interesting. Crucible of Fire. That would have made our dragons so good. Earth Elemental isn't going to make the cut, but I will take it. We just didn't see the Sweet Dragons one really wants to see to feel like they're getting there. Like, our dragons were all so mediocre that it was just like, do I really want to be doing this? I'll take the Phantasm, I guess. Do we want a card like Sandstone Oracle? Maybe. It has a higher chance of seeing play than most of this stuff. Yeah, we could have had all of these crappy common dragons if we wanted them. But, yeah, we really needed to see an uncommon one. Or the gold, the payoff for dragons is pretty great, but we didn't get that. Other than Skywise Teachings and the elusive Spellfists, there's another Furnace Well. I may end up just cutting all my dragons, even though, obviously, for Draconic Roar, it would be nice to have them. But, like, does make our curve look a lot better. Phantom Monsters is just going to be better. It's going to be a better, like, win condition than any of that stuff. Do we want Mannequin in this deck anymore? It does ramp us into Sandstone Oracle, but I don't think we do, actually. If we do that, we probably do run one Furnace Whelp. Yeah. Well, this looks fine. It was a little hard to find the lane we needed to be in, and we ended up with, I think, a pretty good deck, despite, you know, trying to force dragons and then just not seeing any good ones. Like, if we'd picked up one or two of the uncommon dragons that are good, or, you know, definitely one of the rares, I probably would have just kept forcing dragons, but I don't think it was worth it. And Cryptic Command was just sort of like, you need to be in blue. You know, it's just too good. Yeah, we have lots of 2s so that we can have like turn 5s where we play a 2-drop and then Illusory Angel. So that's good news. But yeah, I think this is just our deck. Sandstone Oracle is also worth thinking about cutting. It is strong, but it's not always going to do something. So I think I haven't gotten to play with it ever in any format. I'm not sure even when it was printed. I think it was in like a Commander set or something. But I think I'm just going to take another Whelp. They're nothing exciting, but when you have 3 Draconic Roars, they get a lot better. And they're just another flyer that can help us try to win the game. We definitely don't want to bring in like our other dragon payoffs that are pretty mediocre otherwise. But I think this is going to be a fine deck. We do need to put some lands in it. And I think we'll do that. We already have the Boilerworks. I need to stick that here. So we got the Boilerworks. We do not need to run a forest, do silly magic online. It's telling me to because of the hybrid mana on Roshin, but nah. Okay. I'm hoping we get to Cryptic Command some people, for sure. And yeah, deck looks solid. It's a spell deck, a little bit of aggro too going on. We'll see how it does, and I'll see you guys in the first match. All right, we're going to the first match of an Iconic Masters draft, and I think we would like to play first. I think this is a keep. I mean, it's a little slow, but it's not bad. I mean, yeah, I mean, we're going to keep this and play turn 1 island, and then probably just return, play Boilerworks, return this, then turn the next turn, if we draw land, we can play Jesse and Thief. And then we have like Pillar of Flame to open things up for her so we can draw some cards. We could also play our Spell Fist on turn 2. And it's possible to also be better to just play Phantom Monster. Okay, so we have a Dirkwood Baloth coming our way in several turns. Alright, so yeah, we're going to play Boilerworks. Get this island back in the turn. So we are at 3 mana. Yeah, Dirkwood Baloth. You're coming. I know. Duress? Are you going to Duress me? Is mainboard Duress worth it in this format? I kind of feel like the answer is no. But my opponent is probably going to take my Fireball. So, yeah. So it was definitely worth it there. Alright, so I think we do just play the Thief. Since if our opponent doesn't play a blocker, we can find our way through, to drawing some cards. And if they do play a blocker, we can most likely use Pillar of Flame on it. I would rather they just don't play a blocker so that I can just play Phantom Monster. Okay, well, got what we wanted. So let's attack with our Jesse and Thief here. Maybe. Will she get in for damage and draw us a card? Jesse and Thief makes me miss Thieving Magpie. They need to bring that back in a core set. All right. Don't mind seeing that. We can even just leave mana up for it right now. Not sure it's worth it, though. I think I'd rather just play a Phantom Monster. Keep the pressure on our opponent. I feel like they got something. I mean, they've got 3 mana over there. No. How close are you to coming out, my friend? Pretty close. I could Cryptic Command it when it does get played. Jungle Barrier, okay. That's cool. I want to build the wall deck pretty badly, but hasn't really presented itself to me. Yeah, so let's just attack with Phantom Monster. And now I feel like leaving up mana for Cryptic Command is probably the right thing to do. I mean, if my opponent does nothing, we're in pretty great shape. I could Pillar it first, but there's no reason to do that. So yeah, let's just leave the mana up for Cryptic Command. So he comes down next turn, yes. Keep tapping all those lands. Yeah, we're going to Cryptic Command that. And I think we're going to choose Counter Target Spell. And tap all creatures my opponent controls. That way I can draw a card off Jesse and Thief. Yeah. So we're going to counter you. All right, so let's attack. We do get to draw a card. Ooh, Draconic Roar. Not bad. And now I think we play Elusive Spellfist. And Borderland Marauder. Just did my turn there. So the Balot's coming down now, but I'm not ultra concerned about that. I mean, I'm just going to take 5 if it attacks me right now. I didn't want this to come into play just because it can allow some insane shenanigans. Ooh, well, I'm glad I can Draconic Roar that. I'm going to wait to do it on my own turn, though, which is not what you should usually do. But it is what we're going to do because we want to get this unblockable. So I wish I had a dragon in my hand. So yeah, we're going to Draconic Roar that guy. Attack for 5. Yeah. And we will end our turn. So if we draw another spell, actually we don't need to draw another spell. We can just kill our opponent with Pillar of Flame this turn if he can't interact at all, because we'll do 2 to him and then attack for 2 unblockable and 3 in the air. Yeah, that's not gonna, it doesn't concern me. They could have, I feel like they must have Mana Leak or something, but it doesn't really matter. Because why would they leave that mana up? That is the question. I'm trying to think what it could be. Is there a 2 mana bounce spell? I don't think there is. Simic Charm's not in this set. Well, let's go for it anyway. Attack with both of these. See if the opponent has something. They don't. It was probably them bluffing. Yeah, we waffled so much our sideboard's pretty horrendous. But that's okay. There might be some matchups where I want Earth Elemental a little more. Even somewhere I want Sandstone Oracle, but I think we're good as is here. Okay, this is a good hand. Why aren't you a Dragon Illusion? I guess you look more like eels with wings than a dragon. But still, help me out, man. I think I just play the Spellfist because it can block that so well, and it'll set us up to have unblockable damage later. Yep, no attack. That is what I expected. Ooh, now we do have a dragon. Look at that. Is it worth attacking? I guess it is if I play Frost Lynx. It's just like a race that's impossible for me to win because of lifelink right now. So like attacking and then playing Borderland Marauder doesn't feel great. Of course, swinging for 1 doesn't either. But it does more than just allow me to swing for 1. Keeps my opponent from changing the life by 4, which is what they would do. They would hit us for 2, and they would gain 2. So, play something that I can Draconic Roar. Please, that's all I'm asking. Okay, thank you. Did just what I asked. I don't have time to play Skywise Teachings right now, unfortunately. But this is going to be pretty good, race-wise. Now I do think we just attack for 4. And then we play our Borderland Marauder. Keep the pressure coming. I mean, we just take 2 here. 2 all the way. Rager, okay. Okay, I'm leaning towards playing Teachings here. I think that is what I'm gonna do. It'll make this unblockable, among other things. So yeah, we'll play Skywise Teachings. Right now we don't have anything to combo with it, but we'll get some stuff. We've only drawn one of our non-creature spells. And I think we have 9, so yeah, you're gonna attack too, I think. Hell, you're all gonna attack. Get in there. I'm sure the Rager's gonna trade with one of my guys. Yeah, probably that one. And we'll end our turn. Once we draw some spells is when this will start getting silly. Okay, that's gross. You're not supposed to be gaining life. Come on. Gaining even more now. Okay, another Spell Fist, huh? I think I just play Phantom Monster here. And in my turn. Lots of Children of the Night in play right now. There we go. So, Heat Ray's good because we can use it to kill this, but it actually... I wouldn't be able to make creatures off of it if I did that. I think we still do that, but I'm not going to be able to make a creature. But that's probably okay. Yeah, Skywise Teachings. I wish I could use you. But we want to try to kill the big guy. Doesn't look like we're going to, though. I might use a trick here. Condescend. Well, then. That was condescending. We will attack for our unblockable damage, though. In end our turn. Opponent still knows we have Furnace Whelp in our hand. We should probably play it at some point. Search for tomorrow. Not that concerned about that. More concerned about whatever 4 mana. Ooh, Corpse Jack Menace. We haven't actually seen much +1/+1 counter stuff going on. Do we double block? I think maybe we do. We do. Let's do it. Opponent's going to kill the Phantom Monster, of course, but... we drew another one anyway. Yep, Phantom Monster it is. I think we have 3 of them, so I'm just going to end our turn. Yeah, I don't think we've seen any +1/+1 counter stuff. I mean, Corpse Jack Menace is obviously just, 4 mana, 4/4, so it has a good floor anyway, but he's probably about to do something with +1/+1 counters. Oh, yeah, we did see Ivy Elemental. Yeah, that's not good. 10/10 Ivy Elemental. All right, we're going to double block this guy again. Well, it's a different guy, but we're going to double block again. Gotta find a way to deal with that elemental. We have a few. I think I'm going to play Borderland Marauder. And another Elusive Spellfist, just in my turn. My opponent should know Furnace Whelp's all I have left in my hand. They have found tomorrow. Two, three, four. I wonder if they have Sky Swallower. Yeah, I'm going to chump this with a Frost Lynx. Rune Scar Demon, that's pretty bad for us. Yeah, we're basically dead. Finding our way out of this will be very tricky. We can't even cast Cryptic Command right now, so that's one card that could definitely help us, But we still wouldn't win. We'd swing for 3, 5, 7. We'd need to cast Cryptic Command on back-to-back turns, basically. Which is not easy to do. Yeah. We're dead, guys. I'm going to play out a couple more turns and see if there's anything I can do about dying. But this is just so strong. Who knows what they searched for, too? It's probably another big, scary creature. Most likely it is. Or counter magic. Yeah, we're dead. Drawing a lose. That's the downside of Illusory Angel right there. For sure. Yeah, none of this really appeals to me. I would like to play first. Wow, what a weird hand this is. I mean, I guess it's a keep. Where it can't actually play anything early, but we can kill our opponent's early things and then play like an Illusory Angel. So, but yeah, all three of our Draconic Roars in our hand is definitely a little bit weird. Okay. All right, well, Heat Ray plus Rasheen Meander isn't bad. We do need to draw some more lands, though. Gonna have 4 mana. That's weird, but this is that our opponent didn't play anything is what's weird. See if they play counter magic here. Yeah, they do. They do. What are they playing? Just an Ivy Elemental, no big deal. It would be less of a deal if we can draw our 4th land here. We don't, though. We just had to play this Borderland Marauder. Not looking good for us. Opponent ramped, and we're not able to. We're missed at least 1 land drop. We're just going to take 4. Okay. Oh, God. We are not in good shape. Cannot hit our 4th land drop to save our lives. Maybe opponent just mana leaks that. That would be funny. If I could play Rasheen Meanderer, I could then Heat Ray any number of things. And then, you know, if I drew land, I could Draconic Roar and Illusory Angel in the same turn. But we'll see, I guess. Whether or not we do that. I feel like if he plays something big here and we miss another land drop, we may as well scoop. Yeah. Oh, we hit the land, so there's that. But we're definitely still not out of the woods. We have a huge Jin that can attack us. So we can go 4, 5, 6. So we can do Heat Ray for 7, which we don't even need to do that much. But our opponent's just like haymaker after haymaker. I'm sure this, yeah. We are pretty much dead. Yep, we're just going to go ahead and scoop. There's not a lot of ways for us to get out of that. We had a slow start, and our opponent just kept playing big, scary dudes. Well, we were about to draw a bunch of lands. But yeah, we kept a weird hand with all these Draconic Roars. We never even cast one of them because our opponent kept playing creatures who were too big for them, unfortunately. So we lost our first match. Hopefully we can do a little better in the next two. All right, we're going into the second match of an Iconic Masters draft. We are 0-1 so far in this league, unfortunately. I think this hand's a keep. It's definitely not a great one, but it's fine. I mean, Frostlinks being our first play, like normally playing a 3-drop, having your 3-drop be your first play isn't great, but the fact that it will also lock down an opponent's creature makes it a lot better than it would otherwise be. We definitely want to draw some more action, but that's what draw steps are for. See? Cryptic Command. Some good stuff. I like this new art, too. I'm sure it's probably a little, man, freaking Auriok Champion. I'm sure it's a little controversial anytime a card that everybody loves and is played a lot gets new art. Sometimes people don't like it, but I like it. I also mostly play limited, though. So if you're someone who casts a lot of Cryptic Commands in Modern and you hate this, then I guess I can understand. All right, so there's a Draconic Roar. I think we just cast the Lynx and swing for 3 here. The Lynx does not care about Auriok Champion's protection. Luckily, that's one of the few cards in our deck that doesn't. We can't even play Hammerhand and make this unable to block, which is really sad because of its protection. But it's going to be tapped for 2 turns, so let's wreck some face while we can, I guess. So we'll attack for 3. But yeah, protection from red is bad news for us. That much is clear. Okay, Festering Newt. We can make it unable to block. It is a pretty nice little blocker for our opponent right now. Would I rather just play Skywise Teachings here? I think maybe I would. Yeah, I'm going to. We just have a hand loaded with spells. And that's just too much fun not to try to go off with Skywise Teachings. So I could attack here, but it's basically a trade. So it's not really worth it. Unless my opponent's trying to assemble some Newt shenanigans. Let's attack with our Lynx. Trading the Lynx isn't so bad. Yeah, they're just going to trade with the Lynx. There is the Newt deck in this format. If I draft this format enough, if enough of you say, I want to see more Iconic Masters versus Ixalan, which I think might be most people because a lot of people are stale in Ixalan, I'll probably eventually force the the Witch deck, the Festering Newt silliness. Probably get destroyed, but definitely seems fun. Okay. Well, Draconic Roars, like, we could cast Hammerhand here just to make a Skywise Teachings token, but that really doesn't seem worth it. I think I'm just going to play Roshin Meanderer. We could leave up mana for Cryptic Command too, but I'm just going to play the Meanderer, let our opponent go up to 21. Play the Boilerworks. This is also new art that, well, actually, maybe I like the old art better now that I look at it closely. From afar, I liked it better, but don't like it that much now that I actually looked at it. So we're just going to end our turn. No point in attacking into Auriok Champion there. Survival Cache. Okay, yeah, our opponent is definitely the life gain deck, and they are getting there, which is unfortunate for us. I think I'm about to cast a Pillar of Flame on my opponent just so that I can make a token. I could also just leave mana up for Cryptic Command. That's probably just better, huh? If I cast Pillar of Flame, does it keep them from being able to draw a card? So right now we can actually cast Cryptic Command on whatever, and it will allow us to make a token. So that's pretty good. What are you doing with 1 black mana? Ulcerate. Okay. Well, do I just cast it now? That's the question. I think the answer is yes. So do we want to, what do we want to do here? I think Counterspell and return target permanent seems pretty good. Yeah. And we're also going to make a token. And we bash for 7, so our opponent will definitely not be drawing a card off of their second, their rebounded trigger. And they are still going to gain life, of course, but they're not going to draw a card. That was a pretty aggressive way to use Cryptic Command, but I feel okay about it. Especially if all my opponent's doing is replaying Auriok Champion here. I wish paying 3 was part of the cost of that. It would have been even better, but Auriok Champion is back. Okay. Do we just attack with everybody? I think we probably do, and then just play Phantom Monster. Leave mana up for Draconic Roar. Hold on to Hammer Hand for a time when we can actually use it on something. Okay, the opponent takes 5. And yeah, we'll play our Phantom Monster. Advance our clock in the air. We have all kinds of gas for Skywise Teachings, and that's great. A kill spell here or there isn't going to be enough to really derail us, and that certainly isn't going to. We're gonna do some serious damage here. Opponent does gain the life and then get it back, so it's kind of a free draw a card, which is nice for 3 mana. I do love this card. It's one of my favorite, like, I don't know, maybe one of my favorite cards ever. I had a lot of fun with it back in Invasion. It's just, you know, it's a very simple design, but it is very effective. Okay, so I think I'm going to hold on Draconic Roar. And instead, I think I'm just going to play Hammer Hand on this. We are going to pay the 2. We're going to make Phyrexian Rager unable to block. And we will attack with... Oh, I should have put it here. I forgot it gives haste. What a fool I am. Yeah, we'll attack with everything. Definitely a misplay. So the opponent takes 9 there. Question I have is, does my opponent have removal? I think, I mean, when I say removal, I specifically mean like board sweepers. I think because we can just churn out 2 more Djinn tokens without very much effort. If he has a sweeper here, it's not the end of the world. I think Supreme Verdict is the only one that costs 4 in this set, and it needs blue, so they definitely can't cast it. Yeah, we got there, despite my not putting Hammerhand on the right thing. There we go. Freaking Auriok Champion, huh? Do we have any way of dealing? We can bounce it, and I think that is literally it. Heat Ray won't work. Fireball won't work. We can tap it with Frost Links. Yeah, no, we don't have any way of dealing with it. Didn't think we did. We just have to hope they don't get it again. I mean, we won anyway in the end. Our opponent being stuck on 4 lands was probably good for us. They must have some big monsters in their deck. 4 lands is usually enough for, like, in most limited formats for decks to do everything, or most things anyway, but not in this one. I mean, yeah, this is a keeper. Roshin has really liked us, though we haven't been able to actually pair her with an X spell. I did in my in another draft I recorded where I was actually a black-green deck and I had Ivy Elemental and I also had Corpsejack Menace in play. That was really awesome. Cryptic Command has really liked us, which I am very thankful for because it is very good. I do think it's a little less good in limited, but it's still very good. So they do have the Newt combo. The good news is we can Pillar of Flame a Newt away and not have to worry about the silly combo, but that's only if our opponent's tapped out because it would exile the Newt. Yeah, and it's sorcery speed, so that wouldn't really work. Let's see if they pull off the Newt combo. I mean, if we see the Witch, we can kill her. I believe she's only a 1/3. I mean, we're probably going to kill that with Pillar. They can sack a creature to gain life off of it. But I think I'm okay with that. So yeah, he'll sack in a response and go to 24. And then we'll attack for 2, taking him down to back down to 22. Oh no, he ulcerated in response. That's an interesting decision. I did not expect that decision at all. But I suppose it makes sense. My opponent didn't want me to start smashing him. So do we just play a dude here? Okay, is our opponent playing something we can kill? No. But next time, it will allow them to do stuff. By do stuff, I mean draw a card. I think we just tap out for Roshin here. Hold on to Cryptic Command for later. We've also got 2 Phantom monsters coming out. So this time they'll draw a card. Gross. Now I kind of wish I'd had counter magic. Okay. I mean, we do have counter magic, but available to cast. So this returns permanence, which is nice. I think I'm just going to attack for 4 and leave mana up for Cryptic. Oh, we don't have mana for Cryptic Command. Sad day. Okay. In that case, we're just going to play a Phantom Monster and try to kill him before he can kill us with Sanguine Bond. Second Sanguine Bond? No, okay. I own his judgment. I'm cool with that. Okay. So our opponent needs creatures to really get rolling here, and so far he hasn't gotten them. I'm going to play another Phantom Monster. Up the clock a little more. Angel of Mercy, okay. So that's going to do 3 to me. Let me draw one of my dragons here so we can do some extra damage. Daw. They can also gain life in response to Draconic Roar, but I guess that's okay. Maybe I should have attacked first. So that drops us to 13 now. we're going to attack for 6. And then I think play Borderland Marauder. Marauder hits harder. Okay, that looks like good news for us. If I draw blue, I'll feel very safe, but we don't have it still. Darn limited mana bases. So we're going to swing for 9 here. Looks like it's happening. And I think we play out the Spell Fist as well. And we might just win. Depends on what. Yeah, we just got there. We beat that life gain deck. Our deck did what we wanted to. We got to cast Cryptic Command once, and Phantom Monster is just like a sneaky good common. I feel like if this were reprinted, it would be an uncommon. I mean, I may have been actually when it was originally printed. I can't remember. It's just too good at common and limited. A 4-mana 3/3 with flying and no downside. But anyway, we won this match. Hopefully we can win the next one. All right, we're going into our final match of this iconic Masters draft. We are 1-1, looking to finish with a win, and this is a pretty good hand, especially on the draw. Like if I can go Borderland Marauder, maybe Hammerhand. That is a pretty quick start. It'd be better if I could find a way to also play Illusory Angel in there, which might be doable. Cryptic Command's back. It has really loved us. We haven't always been able to cast it, but I feel like we've had it at some point in literally every game, maybe. That's what it feels like. Is it going to be unleashed? It is. It's been unleashed. All right, well, we're going to play a Borderland Marauder. That guy already can't block, so we're going up against black-green +1/+1 counters, which of the decks I've drafted so far has seemed the most successful. Yeah, definitely black-green +1/+1 counters. Okay. Well, we're attacking. Dropping them to 17. I think we're just going to be trying to race here. I'm going to play Borderland Marauder number 2, and in my turn, don't play a Corpsejack Menace. Don't play a Corpsejack Menace. Please don't play one. Please. Okay, we go to 14. Jeez, all the unleash. Everything's unleashed. Okay. Now we can play Hammerhand and Illusory Angel, which will be quite good. So we're going to go Hammerhand. We're going to make that unable to block. It doesn't really matter. And we can attack for a bunch and then play Illusory Angel. This will be 7. Yeah. And Illusory Angel. It can block both of those Drakes, which is nice. And it's just large. They can't block it. So if our opponent can't play a creature who can block here, they're just dead. Which I wouldn't mind, obviously. Yeah, they couldn't. Yeah, we just raced them and we won that race thanks to these fellas plus the Illusory Angel, but these guys got in for a ton of damage quickly. We won the race with our blue-red deck. You don't say that very often. Although, as I mentioned during the draft, ours ended up being definitely a more aggressive than usual version of it. I don't know why I'm looking. We don't really have anything. We haven't at all day, so... We haven't gotten to Draconic Roar Furnace Whelp as much as I would like to. It's almost like maybe I should just cut it, put in like a Halberdier or something. Okay. I have Borderland Marauder and I have Draconic Roar, but if I don't draw blue, this hand is going to be horrendous. I think we can afford to mulligan on the play. All right, that's okay. That makes it a little better. Yeah, I think we keep it. Drawing a land is great and all, but we're going to do that anyway. We don't have to scry to get to a land, right? Spellfist next turn. So they're splashing white, which makes sense. They're probably splashing the white. Oh, or maybe their deck's mostly white. Topin freaking Freeblade. So I think we just play Elusive Hammer Spellfist here and hope we can just block that thing. If not, if something crazy happens, we can play Draconic Roar and kill that. But I don't really want it to have to go that way. Thank God we had a 2-drop. Okay. We'll be able to play Illusory Angel next turn if we draw another land, and that'll be nice. I can really mess my opponent up here, so I think that's what we're going to try to do, because I can cast... I'll probably cast Draconic Roar since this will scale as the game goes on and this will not, and kill one of them and block the other one and kill it with the now 2/3 Elusive Spellfist. So that's our plan. No, they're not going to attack at all. They're afraid. They live in fear. Okay, I think I still fire off a Draconic Roar here. Who is the bigger problem in the long run? Probably the Bondkin, honestly. This is because it can... it can give itself first strike, and everything else, all the stuff he was unleashing would also have first strike. Okay, so do we want to play Hammerhand into Illusory Angel here? Is that worth it? Or do I just play Phantom Monster? I think I just play Phantom Monster. The reason I don't think it's worth it is one of these is going to get through and become Renown. So I don't really want to deal with that. Opponent just scooped. I'm sorry that's how the third game went. They must have been mana screwed. But we win and we finish above 500. So that's nice. Yeah, I'll be doing at least one more Iconic Masters draft. Remember to basically vote in the comments if you want to see more of this or more of Ixalan, and I will listen to the majority. So thanks for watching.